Hello guys, this is Srinivas Reddy. Today's topic is adjectives, and especially here how the application of adjectives in different sentences. Okay, that is going to be discussed in this class, right? So we shall concentrate on here application of adjectives, right? Let us see here. Let us do these exercises here. The first exercise, choose the correct word here in the underlining part. Is it clear? Right? So let us do these exercises. Read the sentence and tell me which is here the correct one. I was disappointing or I was disappointed with the feeling. I had expected it to be better. Right? So which is correct here? So these are the verb forms. Actually, present participle and past participle. This disappointed is the past participle and disappointing is the present participle, and these present participle or past participle, these are used here as adjectives only, not the action, not the dynamic verbs. Is it clear? Right? So which is correct here? What do you say? I was disappointing or I was disappointed with the feeling? Which is correct? So I was disappointed. Is it clear? With the feeling. And the feeling was disappointing. I was disappointed. The feeling was disappointing. Just. So go to the second one. Are you interested in football? Are you interested in football? Which is correct? Are you interested? Are you interested is the correct one. So here, what is that? This interested is, okay, the correct one. I was disappointed. Right? The football is interesting. Okay, are you interested in football? Right? I was disappointed with the feeling. The feeling was disappointing and I was disappointed. Right? Next, go to the third one. The football match was very excited or very exciting. I enjoyed it. The match was very exciting. Okay? I was excited. The match was very exciting. Is it clear? So don't get confused here. Right? As a person, okay, we are excited. And it is exciting. The match is exciting. I am excited. Like that. Okay? Next. It's sometimes embarrassing or embarrassed when you have to ask people for money. So what is that here? When it begins with it, okay, or football or the film like that, okay. Is it clear? Something is embarrassing. It's sometimes embarrassing. Okay, when you have to ask people for money. Is it clear? Next. Do you easily get embarrassed? Okay. Don't say embarrassing. Okay. Get is also passive here. Get embarrassed. Do you get embarrassed? Right. Next. I had never expected to get the job. I was really amazed. Okay, here person is there. Right? I was really amazed when I was offered. It was amazing. I was amazed. Remember that. I was amazed. He was amazed. Okay, the person was amazed. It was amazing. Is it clear? Getting a job was amazing. Right? I was amazed. Right? He works very hard. It's not surprising that he is always tired. It's not surprising, not surprised. Okay. It's not surprising that he is always tired. Right? I have got nothing to do. I am bored. Is it clear? If it is with person, okay, I am bored, I was bored, he was bored, like that. It is boring. It is interesting. The match is interesting. The match was interesting. Right? I am interested. I was interested in the match. Like that. Got it now? Okay. Next one. The tea tastes a bit strange or strangely. Remember, it tastes a bit strange, not strangely. So, strangely is the adverb. Okay. And adverbs are used only with dynamic verbs. Right? Whereas this tastes, this is a stative verb. Right? So, you remember that here, note, okay, note, right? Adverbs are used with dynamic verbs only. Dynamic means progressive. Dynamic verbs, right? Whereas here, okay, adjectives, adjectives are used with stative verbs. Stative verbs. Right? Remember this one. So, you have to remember what is a stative verb, what is dynamic verb. Right? Is it clear? Stative verb means in which action cannot be seen. The process of action cannot be seen. Okay, the progress of the action cannot be seen. So, the tea tastes. The tea taste means, does the tea doing any work in that one? Can we see the action of that tea? The action of this taste? No. Right? The verb taste cannot be seen here outside. There will be no progress of that action. Is it clear? If you say, I am tasting it here, okay, if you take here a soup into your hand and taste like that, I am tasting here. If the action is shown, if there is a progress of the action, you can use it in continuous form. Right? If it is used in continuous form, that is called here dynamic verb. If the progress of the action is observed here, that verb is called a dynamic verb. If the progress of the action is not observed, right, that is called a stative verb. Right? For example, feel. Okay, I feel happy. Right? I feel dull, boring. Is it clear? I feel. Can you see here the action of feeling? No. Right? Next, I have a car. So, is there any action I am doing? No. Is it clear? But you can say, I am having my lunch. When you say, I am having my lunch, that, okay, the progress of the action can be seen. Means we are taking our lunch. Is it clear? So, in that context, you can use here in continuous form. Okay? Otherwise, here, if the action cannot be seen, if the progress is not appeared, you cannot use it in continuous form. When it can't be used in continuous form, that is called here stative verb. With stative verbs, don't use adjectives. Is it clear? Right? With stative verbs, don't use adverbs. Okay. With stative verbs, use only here adjectives. Right? With stative verbs, again here, remember, stative verbs take only adjectives, not adverbs. Right? All be forms take adjectives only. He is, I am, are. Okay, I am happy. Don't say I am happily. Right? I was happy. Is it clear? All be forms, even all other stative verbs like feel, hope, wish, Okay, have, belong, know. Is it clear? All these are called here stative verbs. Okay, they do not take any adverbs. Is it clear now? Okay. So that's why here taste is the stative verb. Here you have to use only adjective. The tea tastes a bit strange. I always feel happy. Okay, when the sun is shining. Is it clear? I always feel happy. Don't say feel happily. Because feel, it is a stative verb. The action cannot be seen outside. The progress or the process of action cannot be observed. Right? So I always feel happy when the sun is shining. So here next, go to the 11th one. The children were playing happily. Okay, they were playing happily. Here you can take adverb because playing is the dynamic verb. You can see the process of the action. Right? The children were playing happily in the garden. Right? Next, you look terrible. Here look also, it is not the, you look means you appear. You seem. Okay, that is also stative verb. Right? So you look terrible. Not terribly. Right? You are looking someone terribly. You can say like that. There here the process of the action is there. Okay? Otherwise here you look means you appear terrible. Are you all right? Okay, next. The man became violent. Here became is also stative verb. So we have to use only adjective. The man became violent when the manager of the restaurant asked him to leave. Right? Next. There is no point in doing the job if you don't do it properly. Do is a action word. That is dynamic verb. So properly. Do it properly. This one. Right? Next. Hurry up. You are always so slow. Not slowly. You are always so slow. Here with be forms is, am, are, was, were. Okay. Have been, has been. Okay. Had been. Okay. With be forms, you use only adjectives, not the adverbs. Is it clear? Right? So here, no need of this ly. Right? Next, I think you behaved very selfishly. Behaved. Behaved, is it action or not action here? You behaved very selfishly here. Action is there. Is it clear? You are very selfish. You behaved selfishly. Is it clear? Right? Next, there was a sudden change. There was a sudden change. You see, change is the noun. Is it clear? With noun, we use only adjectives. No need of this ly. There was a sudden change in the weather. Right? Next one. Liz fell and hurt herself quite badly. Hurt self badly. Here, okay, there must be space between. Okay, hurt herself quite badly. Hurting is a dynamic verb. Okay, progress of the action can be seen. Right? Next one. Our holiday was too short. The time passed very quickly. Okay, passed here, the time passed quickly. Right? So, next one. I thought the restaurant would be expensive, but I was but it was reasonably cheap. It was reasonably cheap. Here cheap is the adjective, right? Before adjective, we have to use here adverb only, right? So reasonably cheap. Reasonable cheap is wrong, but it was reasonably cheap. Why? Before adjectives, we use here adverbs. You know the definition of adverb. Adverb, it qualifies a verb, it qualifies an adjective, or it qualifies another adverb. Is it clear? So before adjectives, we have to use adverb only. Okay, to qualify an adjective, we have to use adverb only. Right? To qualify a verb, dynamic verb, we have to use adverb only. To qualify another adverb, we have to use adverb only. Right? Next. I play tennis, but I am not very good or very well. So I am not here. I am. This is a B form. With B form, use adjective only. Good is adjective, well is adverb. I play tennis, but I am not very good at tennis. Is it clear? Right? So, you did. So, did is the dynamic verb. This is the dynamic verb. With the dynamic verb, use only adverb. You did well. You did good in your exams is wrong. You did well in your exams. Right? Next. I like your hat. It looks good. Okay. Here it looks means it appears. Here it is a stative verb only. Non-progressive verb. So, it looks good. It looks well is wrong. It looks good on you. Next, Lucy speaks German very well. Here, this well is, okay, qualifying this verb speaks. Speaks well. Okay, means here speaks is the dynamic verb and this well is the qualifying this speaks only. Right? Speaks well. Okay. Next, Lucy's German is very good. It is qualifying is. German is very good. Speaks German very well. Okay. Lucy's German is very good. Okay. Here, well is qualifying the verb speaks. Speaks is the dynamic verb. Progressive verb. Whereas this one is the B form, which is stative verb only, not the dynamic verb. Right? So, if it is B form or stative verb, we have to use here adjective only to qualify it. Okay? Right? Next. Let us see here this exercise. Correct the following if any. It is a nonsense share. Share means just. Okay. Do you say it is nonsense just? No. It is just nonsense. Okay. Here also it is a share nonsense. Here share should come here. Is it clear? Share nonsense. Share nonsense. Okay? Right. Could you give me any sugar, please? What is wrong in this sentence? Remember, sugar is the noun, okay, material noun, which is uncountable. Is it clear? We can't here count sugar 1, 2, 3 like that. We can say 1 kg of sugar, 2 kg of sugar like that. So, we can't here count sugar. It is a material noun. So, here it is, when it is uncountable, with uncountable nouns, don't use any. Okay, here sugar is uncountable. Uncountable material noun. Right? So here any is used with countable nouns only. Countable. Okay, nouns only. Okay, any is used with countable nouns. So you can use here some. Right? You can use some. Some is used with uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns. So here any is used with only countable nouns. Since sugar is uncountable, we can't use any sugar. So instead here of any, you can write here some. Right? Could you give me some sugar, please? Right? So remember that one. Next, my hair is shorter than Mary. Remember in the comparisons, in the degrees of comparisons, whatever it may be, in the comparisons, the comparison should be made between identical, same, entities of same category. Comparison should be made between the entities of same category. Is it clear? Here a comparison is made between my hair and Mary's hair, not with Mary. Comparison is made between my hair and Mary's hair. Is it clear? So here you can you can say Mary's hair. Right? Mary's hair. Okay, is it clear? So you need not repeat this one. Instead you can say, that of Mary. That of Mary. That of Mary. So that means hair. So you can use here, than that of Mary. Here you can add that of Mary. Is it clear? My hair is shorter than that of Mary. What is the rule? Comparison should be made between the things or persons of same category. Is it clear? Next, these all women are fond of gossip. Don't say here, these all. Instead, you can say, all these. So, here it should be, all these. Don't say these all. Okay? All these women are fond of gossip. Okay? Don't say these all women. Say all these women are fond of gossip. Right? Next. My older brother always gives me toffee. Don't say older brother. So, you have to say it as the elder brother. Here, instead of older, you can say elder. So, you must remember the difference between older, and elder. Older and elder. Right? So, elder is within the family. Elder brother, elder sister, younger sister, like that. Elder is here to compare, the age groups, within the family. She is elder to me. She is younger to me, within the family. Outside the family, we have to, go with the older. Is it clear? So, what is the correct one? Elder is the correct one. Here, in this case here, instead of older, go for elder. Is it clear? Older is outside the family to indicate their age. to compare their age. Is it clear? So what is the correct one? Elder. My elder brother always gives me toffee. Right? Next. This book is the most unique. Right here. You see here. What is that? Unique means only one of its kind. When there is only one of its kind, there is no question of comparison with anyone. Because it is only one. Unique means only one of its kind. Okay? So no need of using here more or most. Is it clear? Got it? So there are some adjectives like unique, perfect, quite, round. Is it clear? These such type of adjectives have no comparative and no superlative forms. Is it clear? Perfect means 100, perfect only. You can't say more perfect, most perfect. Round means round only. Means from center here, radius is equal to all sides. Right? So that is only round here. You can't say more round, most round. Okay. In all directions, if the radius is same, that is only a round. Okay. So remember, don't say more round, most round. Don't say most perfect, more perfect. Okay. Don't say like that. Okay. Quite. Quite is quite only here. No, you don't say here more quite, most quite like that. Is it clear? In the same way, unique also. Unique means only one of its kind. Special, very special. You can't compare it with any. Is it clear? So that's why the word unique does not take here more or most. Okay? Yeah. It is not so easy to cook as eat. So here the comparison is made between to cook and to eat. Okay. Whichever you compare, they should be in the same form, same structure. To use and here to eat. As to eat. To cook. Okay, as to eat. Is it clear? They should have same structures, same form. Okay? Whether here they should have same form, they should have same case. If those are, okay, the comparing ones are in subjective case or nominative case, both should be in nominative case only. Whichever are compared, they should be either in completely nominative case or dative case, that is objective case. Okay, their case should be same, their form should be same. Is it clear? Right? So if you say cooking, eating, to cook, to eat, like that. Follow the same structure. Next one. This cloth is superior than that. Here you see, don't use than. Here it should be to. It should be to. Superior to. Superior. Superior to. Is it clear? Superior to, inferior to, junior to, senior to. You have to remember here these adjectives. They are not followed by than. In comparative. Is it clear? Known to. Is it clear? Don't say known than. Is it clear? Right? Superior. You can take the list. Superior, inferior, junior, senior, prefer. Prefer to. Prefer something to something. Prefer someone to someone. Like that. Is it clear? Right? I prefer coffee to tea. Is it clear? Right? Tell me if you have some doubt. Is it clear? What is wrong here? Doubt is the countable noun. Here some is used with uncountable nouns only. Right? So what do you say here? Tell me if you have any doubts. If you have any doubts. Because doubt is countable noun. When it is countable noun, so use here, okay, any doubt is the correct one. Any doubt. Right? Next, milk is more preferable to fish. So when you say preferable, it is always here something more than that one. Right? So no need of using more or most with the word prefer or preferable. With prefer or preferable, don't use more or most. Is it clear? Right? Now let us move to the next one. Geeta is one of the tallest girl in the class. You see here, where is the mistake here? Generally, we in the spoken English, we say here, she is one of my best friend. Don't say one of my best friend. Say one of my best friends. I have some best friends. Among them, she is one. Is it clear? So here also, there are some tallest girls in the class. Okay. Among the tallest girl, Geeta is one. There are few tallest girls. So here it should be, yes, one, whenever here, okay, one of, none of, okay, one of, none of, okay, each of. Is it clear? So when you come like that, here it should be followed by plural noun. Plural noun. Right? So here what is the answer? One of the tallest girls here. Keep yes here. It should be girls. One of the tallest girls. Is it clear? None of, each of, any of. So, any of. These are followed by plural noun. Right? Next. Mumbai is the most largest city in India. Here you see already EST is there. Okay, large is the adjective. In its superlative we are adding EST. When there is a chance of using EST, don't use most. When there is a chance of using ER, okay, in the comparative, don't use more. Right? Is it clear? So when ER is possible, don't use more. When EST is possible, don't use most. Is it clear? With adjectives, note. With adjectives, in comparison, okay, when ER is possible, okay, do not use more. Okay, is it clear? And when EST is possible, okay, don't use, okay, most. Right? Is it clear? This is a rule. Here EST is possible here. When EST is possible, don't use most. Mumbai is the largest city in India. Here, strike off most. Ravi is more cleverer than all others in the class. Here, in cleverer, ER is already possible. When ER is possible, don't use here more. Okay? Next. 14th. Kavita is the cleverest of the two. Okay. When there are only two, this superlative is not possible. Yes. Right? Superlative is used to compare when there are more than two things or two persons. Is it clear? Right? What is the rule? Do not use here. Note for this one. Do not use a superlative when the comparison is only between two. Right? So here note. Do not use superlative when comparison is between only two. Right? Is it clear? If it is more than two, you can use superlative. If the comparison is made among more than two, you can use superlative. When there are only two entities, you can't use superlative. So what is the answer here? Kavita is cleverer. So what is the correct answer? Cleverer. Right. Cleverer. Not cleverest. Okay? It is easier to spend than to earn here. So here no need of easier. Okay, here easy itself is comparison. It is easy means compared to something, it is easy. So no need of going for easier. It is easy to spend than to earn. Right? Next. I prefer to eat rather than to cook. So, when there is here prefer, no need of using here, than. Is it clear? When there is, when we use prefer, no need of using than. So simply even to, I prefer to eat to cook. Or you can use here prefer eating rather, to cooking. You can use this one also. Even you can use rather here. I prefer to eat rather to cook. Is it clear? So no need of this than. Right? Next. She is less junior than him. So here already I told you here, so senior, junior, inferior, superior, like that. They must be followed by the adjective to. Is it clear? Junior to. Junior to. Junior to, senior to. Next. The sum is comparatively easier. Comparatively is already mentioned. No need of again comparative degree. Comparatively easy. Right? Next. Here the word already comparatively is there. When it is already there, no need of again comparative degree. Easy itself is in comparison. Right? The coffee is so hot to drink. So remember, so hot to drink. Right? So remember the formula here. Here so plus adjective, okay, plus that plus subject plus cannot or couldn't plus verb base form. You have to follow this structure. Or you can go with this one, to plus adjective plus to plus V1 form. You remember these. Now try. The coffee is too hard to drink, you can say, or so hard that, okay, we cannot drink. Is it clear? So here you can keep too hard to drink. Too hard to drink means it doesn't mean it is very hot. It means it is very hot. It is so hot that we cannot drink. So this T over 2 plus adjective or so plus adjective are always, okay, negative only. Okay, don't say she's too beautiful. Too beautiful means we cannot tolerate that okay, beauty. Is it clear? Don't say too beautiful. Don't say so beautiful. Okay, she's so beautiful. Wrong. She's very beautiful. That is positive. So beautiful means negative only. So beautiful means we cannot see her beauty. Is it clear? Remember this one. In spoken English, okay, or in some TV channels, these are the common mistakes made by them. Right? So plus adjective or to plus adjective are always negative. Is it clear? Right? And he's so handsome means we cannot tolerate he's a handsome. Is it clear? Don't say so handsome. Say very handsome. Okay? Is it clear? Next. He is richer than all the people in the city. When we say all the people, okay, in all, he is also one, no? He is also, in all the people, he also comes, no? So don't say all the people. He is richer than all other people. All other people. All other. Okay. Just leave. He is one side, all other one side. Then the comparison is made between this person and all other persons. Is it clear? All other persons. Don't say all persons. If you say all persons, he also is part of all. Right? When the comparison is made, you should remember this one. Okay. Especially in the comparative degree, this person one side, all other persons one side. Okay? Is it clear? He is richer than all other people in the city. Right? With this, we can stop this session. And in the next class also here, we will go with these common errors only. So, at next level. Okay, L3 level. Okay? Let us stop, guys, here. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.